Thank you again for joining me for yet another unboxing video. And today we have Zombicide Black Plague, a game by Raphael Guillotin, Jean-Baptiste Lulien, and Nicolas Raoult. Brought to you by Cool Mini or Not, Simon. So, welcome to the dark times. In a mad quest for forbidden knowledge and ultimate power, the Necromancers have unleashed the apocalypse upon the living. Zombies have destroyed the king's armies and now roam the land, spreading chaos and death. Is it the end? Are we cursed to die? Huddled in our homes? It's a dark time, but not for those with a will. Draw your sword, span your crossbow, and ready your spells. For the few, the brave, it's time for Zombicide Black Plague. Zombicide Black Plague is a cooperative game for 1 to 6 players ages 14 and up. Form a fantasy team with your friends and harness your survivor skills to achieve victory against hordes of infected. The zombies are controlled by the game itself using simple rules and a deck of cards. Play 10 quests on 10 different maps made with the included modular map tiles, or create your own. Find weapons, kill zombies. The more zombies you kill, the more skilled you get, and the more zombies that will appear. And of course, down the bottom, you have your game contents. Again, it's for 1 to 6 players, for ages 14 up. It takes about 1 hour to play. And of course, by Simon Global Limited. So more information, go to www.simon.com or www.guillotingames.com. Again, this was released in 2020. All right, it's a big box. It is not the Kickstarter version, it's the general version. So let's crack this bad boy open and see what's on the inside. And right off the bat, we see it's a whole bunch of Simon goodness. We've got a box in there of figures, obviously. And so we're going to put that to the side. We're going to start off with rules and quests. I do enjoy, I have backed a couple of the Zombicide games. Have been enjoying them. Again, I play a lot of games with my children. I have 2 daughters. One is age 7 and the other one is age 12. And they love playing the board games with Dad. And they love the Zombicide game. So this is another version of that with the Black Plague, of course, with more of the fantasy realm of things. So you start off with your chapters, your game components. Okay, you talk about your tokens and your mini cards. That's one thing I really like about Simon games, is the fact that they tell you what the game cards are, which ones are included, in case you tend to combine a couple of the games. It's easy for you to figure out what cards go where. When you have this simple little manual here, it also tells you how many tokens you have and what the tokens are used for. That's great as ready. Get medieval. What about modern era Zombicide? Gives you a whole background information on that page there. Again, tells you the setup, how to set up what the Black Plague rules are. All right. Breaks it down where the board is, where you put your time trackers, what these tokens are for, all that. Player board. Game overview, player phase, zombie phase, end phase, winning and losing. Again, rules not overly complex, but with each different version, whether it's Zombicide in space, Zombicide in modern times, or Zombicide in fantasy, each adds a little different twist to the game to make it more interesting. So useful definitions: action zone tells you about the game zones. And when looking at the boards, you got line of sight, streets inside buildings. You got movement on streets and inside buildings. Lots of examples, full color examples. Reading an equipment card, weapons and combat skills, ranged weapons, melee weapons, combat spells, door breaching, zombie killing, and noisy equipment. Combat characteristics. Again, here are the cards. It explains everything here, what the cards mean, what you have to roll, damage, accuracy, how many dice you roll to attack, the range, whether it's a silent weapon, whether it makes noise, noise tokens, what the noise means, experience danger levels on skills, everything's explained on the cards. inventory, your hands, your backpack, and on your body, your slots that you have on your player boards. Player boards are one of the best inventions that Simon or Guillotine Games, whoever came up with them, it's a great idea with those boards. The Walker, the Fatty, the Runner, the Abomination, and of course the Necromancer. Player's phase, they can move, they can search, they can open doors, spawning inside of buildings, reorganizing and trading with other fellow players. Combat actions, you could melee, ranged, magic action. Enchantment action, take or activate an objective. Making noise or doing nothing. Zombie phase, of course, all the zombie actions are based off of cards. Step 1, activation, you attack. If there's armor, there's a shield, wounds, moving, destination zone, selecting a destination zone. Zombies move one zone towards their destination zone by taking the shortest available path, splitting special cases, playing runners, spawning, and their spawn points. And depending on the level that you are in the game, blue, it means that you're the lowest. The more that you kill, you go up in different rankings. So it goes from 0 to 2 to 5 to 2. And it tells you which type of character comes out based on where your player is located. Different colored spawn zones, double spawn cards, extra activation cards, running out of miniatures. If you run out, you can't put more on the board. You just can't. Wait till they die off. The Necromancer. What do they do? How are they used? It shows you step-by-step examples. Step 3, evil ending, good ending. Okay. Necromancer Cabals. Playing your Cabal. Create your own Necromancer Cabal. Use classic Necromancer rules. Beware of the dark ritual. Each of the special Necromancers has special rules. So choose which one you want to use. Combat. Explains it on here. Dice values, the symbols, the daggers, ranged actions, melee actions. Targeting priority order, friendly fire, reloadable weapons, magic actions, dragon bile pools, dragon fire, lighting pools on fire, vaults, vault zones and doors, playing with more than 7 survivors, vault artifacts, your tutorial quest year. So your first quest that you should do, this is where you start off with to get a better idea of the rules. If you've never played a Zombicide game before, always recommend starting with the starting quests. Quest 1, big game hunting. Again, it's an overview, special rules, setup, and then what you got, your objectives are. Quest 2, the Black Book. Quest 3, the Shepherds. Quest 4 is Famine. And again, it tells you which tiles you need right here to set up the board. It tells you what tokens you need, where they're located. Everything's shown on the map here. Your objectives, your setup, and your win, how to win it. And that's the commandery. Then we have quest 6 in Caligine Addis. Sorry if I butchered that one. Quest 7 is Dead Trail. Quest 8 is the Evil Temple. Quest 9 is the Hellhole. And Quest 10 is Trial by Fire. Again, the artwork is spectacular in all these. Tells you how to set up all the game boards. And skills that your characters have. +1 action, +1 damage, +1 damage with equipment, +1 to die roll combat, +1 to die roll magic, +1 to die roll melee, ranged combat, magic, melee, ranged, free action combat, and free enchantment action. And then you have explanation of all this stuff, what the words and the rules mean. And then at the end, you got another page of that stuff. And then you got your index and all the great people who brought you this game. The credits. Of course, in the back, it's a game round summary. First step, player phase, zombie phase, then the end phase. And target, priority order, it's always the important thing. And there you have your rule book for Black Plague. Moving the stuff to the side. We're going to be taking a lot of stuff out of here. All right. So it's again a true unboxing. Got to get this plastic off the side with the wonderful. Okay, so here we go. Like I said, it's the true unboxing with the taking off the plastic. Bought this from a local gaming store. So again, this is not the Kickstarter version, so it doesn't have the extra characters, this, that, and the other thing in it. It has what it has for this basic box set. Okay. You also have this, which I have to open real quickly. There you go. You also have this here. These are your main characters that you have in the game. So let's look at those first. You've got Anne. Back's got a picture of her. Baldric. Picture of him. Klaus. Samson. Nelly. It's getting hot in here. Oh, no, that's not that. That's not that Nelly. And Silas. Or Silas. There you go. And there's your character cards with the characters on the back. It tells you your skill ratings and all that stuff that's on here too. The slot may hold a sword instead. And these are your options that you have as you kill more zombies. These are skills that you gain. So you got lots and lots of tokens and stuff. So let's take a look at here. Spawning points, your X's, doors. Looks like a center temple or something there. Some chalices, or these are noise tokens. Exit, yep. Those bile pits they were talking about. Flip it over. Okay, your different colored spawning points. Doors that are open. Hatches going up and hatches going down. Closed hatch. You got fire, pit that's on fire. Some sort of flag icon there. Don't know what that's for. Exit. All right. So that's one of your token boards. Got another one. A little bit different than normal. Again, closed hatches, noise tokens, more spawning points. Looks like an altar of some sort. Closed doors. Again, different zones, different colors. Oh, this looks like the Necromancer. Different colored Necromancers. Okay. Different colored doors when they're open. Hatches being open. Looks like some spell, a portal, maybe a portal. Not sure. Okay. And then of course you got your tiles. These are your tiles, your game tiles. Nice thick boards. Hallways and rooms. Again, at the bottom here it tells you, so in the game it might say, you know, in your first match you might have 1V, 2R, 4R, 3R. So you match them up and you put them in the way that it tells you. Sometimes the first time putting your tiles down might be a little confusing, but after that it becomes very, very easy to figure it all out. And I always make sure that when I'm putting them down, I'm always checking on the map inside the, you know, the rule edition. And it tells you, you know, whether you put the tile this way or you put it that way. You know, it looks, you can look on the map that they provide for you and that gives you everything you need to know about the way the map's supposed to be. But there's your first 2 tiles. It's 1 tile with a double-sided tile. And here comes the next one. Again, very cool. A lot of attention to detail. Again, if you have 3D terrain, you could throw it right in there. And boom, it's right there. It's your second, your third and fourth tile. Here's your 5th and 6th tile. Very, very cool. What's cool about this, if you don't have a bow and arrow, everything's gonna be melee, everything's gonna be up front and hacking away. And that's cool about fantasy, you know. I do like fantasy to some degree. I'm more of a science fiction guy than I am of a fantasy, but when this came out, I said this would be pretty cool. It's a change of pace for me. So that's why I kind of dipped my toe in a little bit. I mean, I could have spent the $500 or whatever it was for all the expansions and stuff. But I'm not that huge, like I said, not that huge of a fantasy fan. So I said, let me get the base set and go from there. If I enjoy playing it, I could always go pick up the other stuff and find it around. And here you go, more goodness. Tiles. Again, the bottom numbers down here indicate what tiles to use when they show you on the map, and then you turn it the way it suggests in the map, in the scenario. There's 6R. Not sure what that is in the middle. Again, you got your hallways, you got your rooms. Open doorways, could be open doorway on this side, so kind of tells you how you come in. Open doorway here. So it's going to make you move it around based on the scenario. Okay, then we got another one. Very cool. Very good looking tiles. Very, very cool. Like I said, nice change of pace. Another tile. Again, if you want it to pop a little bit more, you could throw down your 3D terrain, and all of a sudden it makes the board come alive a little bit more. But in the Zombicide game, I don't feel like it's necessary to have that stuff in there, but of course you could always add it in to make it more dramatic. But the Zombicide games are fun. They're not overly complex, easily replayable. Again, kids enjoy them as much as adults do. So this is your last tile that you have. You know, so again, it's a great system. It's an easy system to learn, not so easy to master, but it's definitely a fun time. Everybody seems to enjoy when you play Zombicide. Okay, and there you have your tokens and your tiles. So the last thing we got to roll on to are the figures. And inside your box here of figures, I guess I should try to close the box so you can see what it looks like on the side. So there's your Zombicide Black Plague box. All your main characters that you can play right there. And then, boop. These are the trays. The trays are, again, awesome. So I take this here, I can slide this. So again, for those who have never played before, this is when you're a very basic level, but the more that you kill, so after you kill 6 zombies on the 7th one, this changes, and then all of a sudden you get to choose what new skill sets that you have. But the problem is, the more that you kill, the more that will start appearing. So it's a two-edged sword, as they say. You have 2 weapons. This is your lives, all different things up here, extra cards that you find. And you get a bunch of these. You get 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 1 extra in the box still. You get 6 of those. I'm going to put those right back in here. You get 6 of those. Get your standard D6 dice. This is really cool. I never used them before of purchasing a Zombicide game, but these are really cool. The bases, it does help you to track which ones are your main characters versus all the other stuff that's running around. When they're painted, it's one thing, but if they're not painted, these things actually really help out a lot. So that's cool too. So you get 6 of those, one for each of the characters. Your pegs go in your boards. If I pull one out real quick. You've seen it before, it's all different colors. 6 different colors represent the 6 different bases, which represent the 6 different characters. And you put them right in the slot like that. And that's how you track, you know, what slot you're on, what spell you're using. Right there, how many lives you have left. So all goes in right there. So you get that. Get a bag full of those. You get your 6 different colors, your purple, your blue, your green, your red, your yellow, and your orange. Same thing for these as well. Again, the dice, like we said, you get those boxes there. Pull this stuff out. And that's one thing about the Zombicide everybody is interested in are the cool minis that you get in these boxes. So I'm going to pull this box out of here because we don't need it anymore. Okay, put that to the side. So the mini cards, that's where it's at. You got to have the mini cards in this game. Without the mini cards, you can't play the game. So you got your weapon cards here, and you have your zombie deck, a Necromancer deck, I'm assuming. So you got your yellow cards. Oh, knock them all over the place. Oh, these are your character cards. I'm going to throw them to the side for a second. Put them over here. You got your red cards, and you've got your blue card. And you got your gray card. So you got blue, gray, blue, red, and yellow. So let's take a look at the yellow first. So your yellow cards are your, okay, these are going to be your monster deck. So you shuffle these up like so. Shuffle them up a little bit. And then you start pulling them. Okay. So shuffle them up. Start pulling. So your first card you're going to pull, it tells you standard zombie invasion. So it tells you get 2 walkers on the blue when you're in the blue strength, 1 abomination when you're in the yellow strength, 1 fatty when you're in your orange strength, and 3 runners when you're in the red strength. So all the backs are the same. They all provide information on the card. So you double spawn. Don't spawn zombies here. Spawn 2 zombie cards on the next zone. Double spawns. A lot of double spawns, wow. Standard. Yeah, you got a whole bunch of these. That explains them all. So that's your yellow deck. That's basically your zombie deck. Red. When you search, you can find zombies are inside, they attack you. It's an ambush. Place 1 standard walker in the zone you just searched. And these are the things that you can find. Apples, an axe, upgrade weapons, chainmail armor, crossbow, dagger, death strike spells, dragon bile potions, fireball spells, great sword, hammer, crossbow, healing, invisibility, leather armor, lightning bolts, longbow, mana blast, plate armor, plenty of arrows, plenty of bolts, repeating crossbow, repulse, salted meat, shield, short bow, short sword, speed, sword, sword, torch. See what it says. Draw 2 cards when searching. Spend an action, discard the torch from hand, and select a dragon bile token within range 0 to 1 and line of sight. Resolve a dragon fire. And torches, and you got water and water. So that's your weapon and spells and all that kind of goodness in that deck there. You got two of these blue ones. The blue ones seem to have two special spells. A combat spell vault, which is Inferno, and a orcish crossbow. It says bolts, ranged, one action reload, free and end space. This one spell makes noise. This one makes no noise. You can see it right there. So you can be 1 square, 0 to 1 square away. You roll 4 dice, and you hit on a 4+. Get up to 2 targets. There it is. All right. That's your blue card. And you got these gray cards with purple on them. Okay, let's see what these are. Ooh, these look like they're specialty weapons, or maybe starting weapons. Hammer, mana blast, short bow, short sword. Yeah, these might be the starting. Maybe those are starting spells that you get, and these are the. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so you got 6 weapons here. I'm assuming 1 for each adventurer, and you got 2 of these. So I'm assuming you have 2 spellcasters, so they start off with 2 beginning spells. That's what I'm going to assume these are. It could be wrong, but probably not, because usually they give you starting weapons for your characters. All right, so we're gonna roll over here to our figures. That's a just in general idea we got here. So we're gonna go with the main characters first. Show what these guys look like. So here's your main characters. And the Simon figures are beautiful. They always are, always great sculpts. Let's take a look at them. Here's one of your main characters. Looks like a dwarf with a hammer. You got this guy here. Some sort of ranger or fighter. Again, with the if you back the Kickstarter, you get a lot more of adventurers that you can choose from, which is cool. Again, I'm not the biggest of the fantasy stuff, so for me, the 6 in the core box are great. You know, it's 6 adventurers. Oh, this one's got a little bit of a bent. Just put them under hot water, it should go right back to place. That's him. Then we got a couple different fatties here. Oh, we got a Necromancer. Let's go pull him out. He's cool looking. There's your Necromancer. Again, you got beautiful sculpts. That's your Necromancer. Got your Abomination. As you can tell, they're huge compared to everybody else. You got your fatties, a couple different kinds of fatties. One type. There's another type. And then you've got a bunch of different sculpts for the walkers. That's your pretty generic zombie. Another generic zombie. Another sculpt for a generic zombie. There's one of your sculpts for the runner. There's another runner. A couple more of your generic zombies again. So it looks like you got 4 sculpts of regular 1, 2, 3, 4 of the regular sculpt of just a regular zombie. Looks like 2 sculpts of the runner. Oh, I'd like to make that 5. It's like 5 different sculpts for regular zombies. Your Necromancer, your Abomination, your fatties in the back, 2 fatties, and 2 for the runners. Let's take a look, see if I'm right. So that's that one box here, and of course there's a trays in there as well, up top there. So here we go. So I am correct. So I'm not going to pull these out, but these are the figures, additional figures that you get. So I did show you all the sculpts of the figures themselves. I did show you them just now. So it appears to be in this box you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fatties. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 runners. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12 runners. Yep, 12 runners. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 24. You get 36 regular walkers in that box. So again, I'll show you those all real quick again. I don't think I can get them all on one screen. Do it the best I go. So again, there's all the figures that you get in the box. Again, I showed you all the sculpts already, but there they are again. On the bottom shelf there, it tells you what they look like. Get a little closer. Again, the sculpts of Simon, they're top notch, as always, they are. It's always a solid product. You know what you're getting before you get it. You know what I'm saying? You always know the game mechanics are going to work well. You know that the game overall is going to be fun, and the miniatures are going to look cool, and all top quality with anything that you purchase from the Simon. So there you have it. That is everything that is included in the core game of Zombicide Black Plague. Again, thank you for joining me for this unboxing video. If you enjoyed it, please throw a like, leave a comment down below. Of course, you could always subscribe to our channel as well. Again, thank you for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the remainder of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing. One other thing, if you'd like to subscribe to our channel, hit the subscribe button below. And of course, that we will also send you some updates whenever we're going to be doing any other unboxings. So again, be safe, be well, enjoy the remainder of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing.